Welcome dear student in one another session. Myself Darshana Sandeep Shinde from KKWIOP. Today we see the chemotherapy of cancer. Learning outcomes of our today's session. After watching this video, students are able to understand and recognize what are the carcinogens, general pathophysiology of the cancer, classification of the anti-cancer drug. In that, we see the alkylating agents and antimetabolites. Let's start our session. First of all, we see the what is meant by carcinogens. Ultimate cause of cancer is not known, but it involves the disorder in the normal mechanism of cell development and integration. The agent which cause the cancer are called as the carcinogens. These carcinogens can infect any organ, tissue or anywhere in the body of multicellular organisms. After these carcinogens are entered into our cells, they get incorporated into the genetic code. They are incapable of entering in our genetic code, so that there would not be reproduction of new cell, and such a mutant cell undergoes uncontrolled division. If they are mixed with our genetic code, they are not produce the new cell, and such a mutant cells are undergo the uncontrolled division, produce a cancer, by which lead to the formation of a tumor. That tumor we known as called as aggregation of cells, which is sensible to the touch. Then there are two types of the tumor. First of all, a benign tumor or the non-carcinogenous. Every tumor is not a cancerous one, or which is not a carcinogenous one. Then a malignant or cancerous tumor. The cells malignant tumor grow abnormally, having the irregular arrangement. After rupture of tumor, colonies are formed, and then for the complete cure of the disease, every cell must be destroyed. If one person have the cancer, its treatment have a very much of lengthy, or it may be damage to that person itself, because of in the treatment of the cancer, we destroyed that mutate cell. Together with that mutate cell, our normal cell can also be destroyed one. A single carcinogenous cell, if remain, it will grow again and causing the relapse of the disease. That's why one single carcinogenous cell cannot be remain in our body. The surgical removal of the tumor and destruction of tumor cells by the radiation are important method of the treatment. In recent years, there has been progress in such a use of cytotoxic agents as a treatment of the cancer. The major difficulty of using these agents that they are affect both tumor as well as our normal cells. It is very difficult to that cytotoxic agent to kill that only the tumor cells. That's why our normal cells can also be killed by that cytotoxic agent. This is the major difficulty of using the cytotoxic agent. Secondly, the cancerous cell can in addition develop the resistance to the cytotoxic drug. This is also the disadvantages of cytotoxic drug. They can develop the resistance also. Then we see, unlike the antimicrobial agent which affect the selectively in the infecting organism, anti-cancer drugs are relatively non-selective and affect host cell as they do not with the cancer cells. The majority of the anti-cancer cell interfere with the cell proliferation and are therefore also cytotoxic to the wide variety of the normal tissue also, especially rapid dividing cells. The untoward effect of this expression on the bone marrow, lymphoreticular system, mucous lining of GIT, hair follicles and gonads. To reduce the toxicity, to get the better result, combination of different agent having the different mechanism action is used, so that no single cytotoxic agent is sufficient for the treatment of the cancer. We use the mixed therapy or combination therapy of different agents. Such a combination also help to reduce the development of resistance of the tumor cells. Then we see the classification of this anti-cancer drug or cytotoxic agents on the base of the which is basically on the mode of action and drug origin. Anti-cancer drugs is divided into 7 parts. First is alkylating agent, then the antimetabolites, then the radioactive isotope, then the antibiotics, then hormones, enzymes and miscellaneous agents. In that, alkylating agents are nitrogen mustards, ethylene amines, triethylene amine, then alkali sulfotes. Then in antimetabolites, folic acid antagonist, purine antagonist and pyrimidine antagonist. This alkylating agent, first part is nitrogen mustard. Nitrogen mustard is an example of its mechlorethamine, cyclophosphamide, then melphalan, uracil mustard, chlorambucil, then ethylene amine, triethylene melamine, then triethylene thiophosphoramide, then alkyl sulfonate contain the busulfan. Then in antimetabolites, folic acid antagonist, in that folic acid antagonist methotrexate, purine antagonist, in that 6-mercaptopurine, azathioprine is also included. Pyrimethidine or pyrimidine antagonist, it include fluoro, uracil, cytosine, arabinoside. Radioactive isotopes include radioiodine, radiophosphorus. In antibiotics, actinomycin, then rubidomycin, mitomycins are included. In hormones, androgens, estrogens, progestin, corticosteroids are used in the treatment of the cancer. Then in enzymes, L-asparginase is used in the treatment of the cancer. In miscellaneous agent, vinca alkaloids, in that vincristine and vinblastine are used. And in other category, platinum and hydroxyurea is used. First of all, we see the alkylating agents. They act by the mechanism known as the alkylation, in which negatively charged components of cell, that is nucleoprotein, combine with the positively charged component of the agent. By using this alkylation treatment, they are used to treat the cancer. These result in the loss of the cell proliferation and cell death. The action resembled to that of the produced by the irradiation by ionization radiation. Hence, it is known as the radioemetic substances. Alkylating agents are known as the radioemetic substances also. Then, alkylating agents example is the cyclophosphamide. It is available as a tablet and injection also. It is converted into the active metabolite in the liver. The oral dose is 100 mg for the rapid action. It may be given intravenously. Side effect of it include the leukopenia, alopecia, then thrombocytopenia. All alkylating agents can cause the nausea and vomiting. Marketed preparation is include the cytoxan and indoxan. Then we see what is meant by alopecia. Alopecia is a partial or complete absence of the hair from the areas of the body where it normally grows or the baldness. Then leukopenia, it is a reduction in the number of WBC in the blood, a typical various which is found in typical various diseases also, viral infection also. Thrombocytopenia, deficiency of platelets in the blood. This causes the bleeding into the tissue, then bruising and slowing blood clotting after the injuries. Then next drug is chlorambucil. It is given in the dose of the 5 to 10 milligram daily. The drug is less toxic and useful in the leukemia and carcinoma of ovaries and testes. Side effect: it is well tolerated, hence the side effects occur rarely. Bone marrow depression may also sometimes be occurred. Marketed preparation of chlorambucil is Leukeran. Then busulfans. It is a drug of choice in the chronic myeloid leukemia. The dose is 2 to 4 milligram daily. Then it is given in the excess of dose may causes the aplasia of bone marrow. Marketed preparation of busulfan is the Myleran and Mitostat. Then antimetabolites category. These are the substances which structurally similar to the natural cell metabolites. They competitively inhibit the cell metabolites, resulting into the interference with the cell growth. Clinically useful growth inhibiting antimetabolites are purine analogs, example of it 6-mercaptopurine. Folic acid antagonist, example of it is methotrexate, aminotrine. Then pyrimidine and analogs 5-fluorouracil. Then glutamine antagonists, example of it azacitidine. Then we see the 6-mercaptopurine. It interferes with the synthesis of the nucleic acid in the cell. It is useful in the acute leukemia. It is given orally in the dose of 2.5 milligram per kg body weight daily. Side effect of 6-mercaptopurines is a leukopenia, thrombocytopenia, anorexia, vomiting and diarrhea. Marketed preparation is purine thal. Then methotrexate. It is a folic acid antagonist. The folic acid is a natural metabolite in the cell. It is converted into the dihydrofolic acid and then into the tetrahydrofolic acid, which is useful in the DNA synthesis of the bacteria. Then the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme responsible for later conversion in the inhibited by the methotrexate, thus resulting into the cessation of DNA and RNA synthesis and antineoplastic action. In this way, this methotrexate can do their action. It is administered orally and it is well absorbed from the GIT. The daily dose is 2.5 to 5 milligram. Adverse effect of it: leukopenia, intestinal ulceration, thrombocytopenia, alopecia are some known adverse effect. Then we move toward the summary. In this session we cover what are the carcinogens, general pathophysiology of cancer, then classification of anti-cancer drugs, alkylating agents and antimetabolites with some example. Thank you very much for attending this session.